The fear of success, what you're really afraid of, and how we conquering that thing. I am so excited to be at the third video in our four-part video series, The Fear of Success. So this week, we're going to be talking about accountability. Okay? So, accountability can be a very scary thing, especially if you're used to following a system, following something that you've been doing for a really long time, especially if you've been at your job for a really long time, if you have been in school and you're just now graduating. We've always followed a process. But when it comes to being an entrepreneur, when it comes to owning your own business, it's not your typical 9 to 5 job. It's not a 40-hour work week. You're not clocking in or checking in with no one. You are absolutely and solely responsible for your career, for your life at this point. And that could be really scary. I think that's why a lot of people are okay with going to a job, even if they hate it, because they know, well, okay, well, they're going to tell me what I need to do. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to do what I got to do. How many times have you just coached yourself and said, I'm going to just go in here and I'm going to just do what I got to do, and I'm not going to let her bother me because I just need to get my check so I can pay my bills this week, And when you really think about that, that is absolutely no way to live. Nobody on planet Earth should want to live like that. It's not who I believe who God put us on this earth to be granted, if you like your job and you are comfortable with your pay, hey, I wish that happened to me, because being accountable for your livelihood solely is a very scary thing. But at the end of the day, don't think it's going to be your easier route out. It's because it's not. It will become more satisfying. You'll be more happier, especially once you find your groove into things. So today, we're going to talk about accountability. And I'm going to go against the grain, against my three-way thing a little bit. And I'm just going to talk to y'all heart to heart. I'm going to share some of my struggles. I'm going to share some things that, I've experienced as far as being accountable. And hopefully we can relate and get through this video not afraid of taking charge of our life. All right? So when you're an idea person, and I feel like an idea person is your typical entrepreneur. You have this great idea and you want to follow through on it, and you know it could be really successful. And then what happens? You get excited about it, and maybe you even share your idea with other people. And then, a week or two go by and that idea just drifts away. That has definitely happened to me. I've come up with so many ideas over the course of my life. And sometimes it's because I don't believe in it. Sometimes the person that I told it to, they didn't give me the response that I thought it would be. Like, I want people to be turning backwards like, girl, you about to be a millionaire. Yes. And that's not necessarily going to happen every single time. So I guess you have to just be careful with who you share your ideas with. And then if you do have an idea, don't sit on it. Don't sit on it. That's probably the worst thing you can do, is sit on a good idea, because that's what happens. It goes away. It's like that nudging I was talking about. Like, when God is nudging you to move, or a situation is getting uncomfortable and you don't do anything, well, then you end up still in that situation. It's the same thing when you have a good idea. Do something about it. Don't just sit there and try to get validation, from other people. It's time to be accountable for that idea and act on it. Act on the idea. Well, what if you have too many ideas? I've been a victim of that as well, where I have all of these great ideas and I want to do this and I want to change this and I want to make this happen. And then you end up doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. You have 5 ideas and you end up accomplishing 0. And I think the main part about that is to zero in on the thing that you love the most. I've been through so many ideas. Like I told you, I did resumes just to make a quick buck. I did, I had Urban Lux for a while. I started groups in high school. I have been fortunate enough to not have anyone tell me that I couldn't do something. I've actually had it where I just didn't follow through because I was afraid. I was afraid to be accountable for other people. I was afraid to be accountable for the end result because, okay, yeah, I got this idea. The initial part of it is really, 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 really exciting, but putting all the work into it and, you have this idea, but then it's like, one idea, then you have 5 parts to that idea. Well, I know I can do these 2, but these 3 over here, I don't know. I don't have the connections for it. I don't have the money for it. I don't have, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep coming with ideas for it. So then you flatline, And the thing about it is you gotta be able to hone in on that one thing. Start where you are with whatever you have, and who knows? Yes, that idea may evolve into something else. Like I said, when I started the fashion review, it started off as an app, and I even went and met with one of the girls. She started Lily's Closet, and we met at Starbucks, and I was like, I can't believe this girl came to talk to me, and I got scared. And the app was a really good idea, and it still could potentially be a really good idea. But I got scared. I couldn't find a developer. I'm like, these developers charging me $1,500 just to get it going, and I know it's gonna be more than that. I let the idea get bigger than myself, rather than finding solutions to small problems. That's powerful right there. You gotta solve small problems every single day. So then, you know what I did? I trashed that idea and I started with something else. And then, I started with Urban Lux. It had several different names before it was Urban Lux. And I started with blogging about fashion designers and about nail artists and hairstylists and makeup artists. And it was a really good idea, but since I was doing it by myself, it was really, really, really overwhelming. So instead of finding small solutions, I quit. I would be off and on with it. And people need consistency. A part of being accountable for your entire business is being consistent. When you feel like it, when you don't feel like it, when you're mad, when you hurt, when things are going right, when things are going wrong, at the end of the day, your business has to be your baby. And you cannot give up on your baby. You cannot give up on your baby. So at the end of the day, just to make, it's simple. It's really simple. I know the biggest thing in accountability is not feeling like it. Some days you feel like it, or for me, some days I feel like it, some days I don't. But you got to learn how to motivate yourself. You got to watch something. Get some inspirational people around you. And if you can't find no inspirational people in your immediate circle, get on YouTube. It's so many motivational sermons, speakers, everything that you can find is on you. Everything that you need is on YouTube. So you got to motivate yourself. Get out there, grind it out, figure it out, and say, you know what? I'm going to shake this off and I'm going to figure it out, because if it is to be, it's up to me. Then you got to create a system. This is all about planning. I know something that I struggled with in the beginning was being able to plan out. I know all the work that I need to do, but being able to plan it out with what I already have going on, that could be really difficult. So you get a planner. You need a planner. Track what you've been doing. For 2 to 3 weeks and see, block out your work schedule. Block out, even if it's a TV show that you're going to watch, block out that time, and then you track what it is that you did each day for 2 to 3 weeks. That way you know your habits. You can see your habits in your systems. And then you can create a new system. Once you know what you've been doing, now you know what you need to do, right? Right? So next, you need to start doing the work. Start doing the work. Dedicate time. If you have a job, dedicate at least 20 hours. That's not a lot. You got a lot of hours in a week. I don't know the exact number, but you got a lot of hours in the week. So if you have a job, I understand it can be overwhelming. But block out 20 hours, whether it's 2 hours on Monday, 4 hours Tuesday night, 3 hours Monday morning, 6 hours Saturday, until you add up to 20 hours where you're just sitting there focusing on you. on your craft, on what you need to do to get yourself to the next level. If you do not have a job, you have even more time, but I understand it could still be overwhelming. So give yourself 40 hours if you don't have a job. You create your own 40-hour job. Okay? This is so essential to owning your time, owning your life, and being accountable for your business, because nobody else is going to do it for you. Reality check. Nobody is coming to save you, okay? Nobody is coming to save you. And if you do feel like somebody is saving you, it's only enabling you, because at the end of the day, you have to be accountable for you. Help is necessary. Help is essential. You need people to help you because you cannot do it on your own. But laying that foundation, laying that groundwork, that's all up to you. That is all completely up to you. Yes, you may have this great idea. You know you need 100 people to help you accomplish it. But you got to be able to tell those 100 people what they need to do. So that means that you need to know what to tell them by building your own foundation. That's how you become accountable for your actions. That was short, sweet, to the point, and I hope you got it. Y'all know I got nothing. Y'all almost hit the 5 RV. I got nothing but... I ain't gonna go there. I got nothing but love for y'all, and I appreciate y'all continuing to watch my videos. Y'all are absolutely amazing. The responses, the support, the feedback I get is more than I can even imagine. Like, I appreciate y'all so much, because this is something that I had to step out on faith, and I had to jump, and I had to be accountable, and I had to change my environment, and I had to become fearless to be able to sit here in front of this camera and hopefully motivate somebody else. So I want y'all to follow me on social media if you haven't already. Say Drea on every single thing. SAYDREYA.com as well. And we're going to keep this thing going. Go ahead and drop your social media handles down there, because I want to see what y'all up to too. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being my friend. Thanks for allowing me to be your friend. And we got one more video, y'all. One more video to go in this 4-part video series, The Fear of Success. And that's risk. So the rubber is meeting the road, y'all, and we're going to have to get to a point where you're willing to risk it all. So see y'all soon.